I am so hot, and you would think it's because my wife is sitting there, June, and no, she makes me sweat like that too. No, it is so good to be here, and I'm walking in, and the Uber driver was driving up, and I'm like, "Well, we're here." He's like, "Oh, is that the place?" I said, "Yeah, well, all the women in red. That's it." And so I'm standing in the back of the line. I'm sending notes to Julie and my wife. Madam Secretary and Madam Chair and my wife saying, "Hey, I'm in line waiting to get in." And where is she? There she, come on, you need to go on in front. They waiting on you. I said, "Oh, no. I read my Bible. Rather, you don't want the scorn of a woman. Better be on the top of the roof, right? I'll wait in line." Anyway, I've been trained. 3 daughters and a wife. I've been trained. But Miss Julie talked about unity, and it was a tough fight. We had 90 days to run that election, and we won and had more votes than Donald Trump. It was President Trump. It was a huge victory for us. But the work really started. And again, she mentioned the very first thing. I got into the office, sworn in, walked upstairs, and I'm looking for my exec admin, and she wasn't there. And I'm like, I don't even know where the bathrooms are. Where is she? And she had a note on the desk, and you would never listen to me. I couldn't work for you. And here's my resignation letter. And I'm like, oh my. She had been there 30 years. Julie mentioned 37 years it had been all Democrats. She had been there the last 30. All that knowledge and institute, I was going to keep her. And she was like, oh, no, because she didn't know I'm about to change some stuff. But not really, but I did. But I had to first find an exec admin, so all I did was, Miss Julie, can you give me a week? I just got to figure out some stuff and all, and she stayed for 2 terms. I won 2 elections, and I really am so thankful and so grateful. And Jonathan, her husband, he's back there. Thank you guys for bearing with us, because it was a hard year. So we had to go in, and again, Little Rock, everybody knows Little Rock, and everybody thinks Little Rock is the haven for all liberalism in Arkansas, and it's not. It's Fayetteville. It's up there in that county that I won, and it really is. I was a black Donald Trump in that area. If I say it was bright and sunny outside and I'm sweating, they're like, he's lying, it's cold, and it was just nothing. And this was both Republicans and Democrats. So this whole unity thing is, we got to be more than just talking about it. We got to be about it. We got to actually demonstrate it. And that's what I guess my message is. And I'm not going to be long because I see the chairman is here. But we got to be more than talking about unity. In fact, if you heard President Trump in the past couple of iterations of his winning Iowa and then New Hampshire, hey, Governor DeSantis, Vivek, glad you're on the team. So it's the words, but then it's the demonstration behind it, where you see a Senator Scott out there helping to work. Because at the end, we don't win if we're divided. It just won't happen. I talk about when I ran for chairman of the state in Arkansas, I said, my vision is for Arkansas to be an exemplary state when it comes to the party. So anybody in the state of Arkansas, when they're thinking about political parties, I want them thinking about Republicans, that they do it well, they do it with excellence. Yes. But more than that, I want Arkansas to be the exemplary Republican Party in this nation. Well, it's more than me just saying that, because now I got to say, you county committee, are you exemplary? Are you, as a personal member of that county, are you exemplary? Are more people saying, I want to be a member of this group because of you? So there's where it really shows, are you as an individual, are you looking at yourself and saying, yes, I'm living these principles and platform. I'm walking, talking. I am going to help draw people into this party to help deliver what we need in this country. And we need it, right? We do have the better option. Hogan, you guys know Hogan Gidley? He talked about it. He said, we really have, for the first time, 2 report cards. We can look at the report card of President Trump and look at the report card of President Biden. Man, energy independence, boom, Trump. Border control, a lot better than what we got, boom, Trump. Tax cuts, boom, Trump. I mean, and now you go on the other side. What does that report card look like? I mean, if President Biden decides to stay in the basement for the rest of the year, that's okay. We can see his report card is what his report card is, right? And if President Trump has to run around and do all these crazy deals in court, his record is already there. We have a unique opportunity, and clearly it's going to be led by you guys. It's going to be led by you guys to say yes. Are we not just saying we're going to be unified, but we're actually living that? We're walking and talking. The old expression is, I'd rather see the sermon than hear the sermon. Are you guys going to help see the sermon? Appreciate you guys. Let me introduce our chairman of the Republican National Committee and a friend. Literally, I'm the new guy. I came in and I don't know, I think I got elected in July or August, but I've been doing this since 1988. But one of the first guys I got connected to is Chairman Wadley. And we were in Iowa more recently when it was negative 22 degrees. But he would answer a call. Hey, he was kind of navigating, show me where I needed to be and what I needed to have. And he's always done that. We just came to, we were just in Houston, where it was about as hot as it is now. And in fact, I was talking to him, and I don't know if you're gonna share this, but I'll start it and you can finish it. So when President Trump called you and asked you to run for chair, he said, well, he didn't ask me. Huh? What do you mean? You're here. He endorsed me. He said, no, he called me. Yeah, he did. And at that point, they called him and said, hey, you got to make your remarks. And so anyway, they called him up. And then he told the rest of the story and how we got the co-chair, Laura. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, North Carolina's former chair and our, Oh, well, temporary, right? You're going to pass the baton at the end of the month, right? Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Can we give a warm welcome to Mike Wiley, our chairman of the Republican National Committee?
Wow. What a great group. This is awesome. You know, it's so nice. We have 4 floors in this building, but I got to come down here to find out who does all the work. And my North Carolina ladies. Where's Kay? Martha? Woo! Outstanding. It's so good to see you. Linda, everybody. Hey, God, we love the North Carolina ladies. So, look, welcome to the RNC. And that's the same thing they told me Monday morning when I showed up. But we are sitting here right now as the vanguard of a movement that is going to elect Donald Trump as our 47th President of the United States. We are going to expand our majority in the House. We are going to flip the Senate, and we are going to win up and down the ballot from one end of this country to the other. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen because of the ladies that are in this room. Sorry, guys, you don't count. Right? Look, it's politics is a simple thing. It's not complex. It's hard, but it's not complex. Right? You need to put solutions on the table. And when you think about where we are as a country right now, you need to put solutions on the table for all of our families. Solutions like jobs in the economy, education, safety. These are the things that every family cares about. Doesn't matter whether they're urban or they're rural or they're suburban. Doesn't matter whether they're in a blue state or a red state. Families care about the same issue sets. And as Republicans, we are going to win when we listen to the voters and we understand the issues that they care about and we put solutions on the table. You know, there's a mechanical piece to winning in elections. I'll talk about that in just a second. But at the end of the day, you really truly have to ask yourself in this election cycle, have you and your family been better off under Republican control or Democratic control? Were you better off when President Trump was in the White House or with Joe Biden in the White House? Were you better off when inflation was in check? When energy prices and housing prices were low? When our southern border was secure? When Russia and China and Iran were in check? Or are you better off today? With inflation out of control, housing prices, food prices are through the roof. Gasoline prices are through the roof. 8.5 million illegal immigrants have come across the border since Joe Biden took office. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they are. We don't know what they're doing, right? Look at our standing in the world. Iran, through its proxies, is in Israel. Russia is in Ukraine. China is licking its lips thinking about Taiwan. You know, peace through strength, it was not just a pithy campaign slogan for Ronald Reagan. It is reality. When America is weak, the world is dangerous. So we need to be a stronger country. So, and we're a 50-50 nation. We know we're a 50-50 nation. Look at the last several election cycles, right? Just for us in North Carolina, President Obama won. very, very, very narrow margin. And then Mitt Romney won, very, very, very narrow margin. Donald Trump, 3.5 points in the first one, 73,000 votes out of 5.5 million in that last election cycle. We're a purple state. This is a purple country, right? So we need to make sure that we can get our ideas out there and we can talk to people. The most important statistic in all the politics for me, if you have a 5-minute conversation with an undecided voter, they are 6% more likely to vote and vote for your candidate. The single most important thing that we have in an election cycle is a 5-minute conversation with an undecided voter. We can put TV ads on, we can do the radio, we can send out direct mail, but the single most important thing that we can do is have a 5-minute conversation with an undecided voter. What do the Republican women deliver all day, every year, every election cycle? You're the ones that go out and talk to people. You're the ones that get the work done. Right? Now, from the RNC's perspective, we have two things that we are going to do. We are going to get out the vote, and we are going to protect the ballot. Now, my staff's over here going, dude, we're going to run a convention. Yeah, we're going to run a convention. It's kind of important. Especially now that we have Donald Trump as our formal representative. But we are going to win this election by getting out the vote and protecting the ballot. And every single dollar that we raise at the RNC is going to be spent on one of those two things, or it is not going to be spent. So we are in the process right now of realigning every organization within the committee, of every office within the committee, our staff, our programs, everything right now to work hand in glove with the president's vision of how we're going to be running this convention, or this election cycle for us. And I'm excited. I mean, I gotta tell you, I'm tired. I've been here till midnight every night since Monday. But we are really, truly getting this place where it needs to be able to help the president's campaign and to be able to go into all of our battleground states and be able to deliver. But I'll tell you what, this staff right now, we've got maybe 100, 120 people on staff. By the time we get to the election, maybe we'll have 500, 600, 700 people. But 120 people in an office building in Washington, D.C. are not gonna win an election. You are. We're gonna give you talking points. We're gonna give you messages. We're gonna have candidates that are gonna come out to the state. But at the end of the day, you are the ones that are gonna make sure that we win this election. So my message is very simple. Thank you. Thank you for what you are doing. It is so awesome to have the ladies from all across the country here, but it's more important to have you there and out there doing what it is that you do. We can't win without you, and with you, I know we're gonna win. Thank you so much.